Also in Washington, we're seeing some action tonight in the case of mold on base at MacDill. 10 Investigates has been following this story for months now. The National Defense Authorization Act, or NDAA, released the most substantial overhaul of the Privatized Military Housing Initiative since it was created in 1996. The final report requires the creation of a standardized tool to evaluate military housing for lead and mold. It requires disclosure of major repairs or remediation before a military family signs a lease. The report also requires the establishment of a tenant bill of rights that sets minimum acceptable living standards and bans the use of non-disclosure agreements when a family decides to move out of military housing. Senators Rick Scott and Marco Rubio, they released statements after that report. You'll find those online, as well as our full investigation on mold at MacDill under the 10 Investigates tab on our 10 News app.